If you're planning to move to Charlotte, you're probably scrolling through beautiful listings right now. But here's what nobody tells you. The wrong neighborhood can turn that dream home into a nightmare, and you could be back on the market in a year. I've been in real estate close to 12 years and going to walk you through the 8 neighborhoods you need to know, who they are perfect for, and which ones you should avoid. South End, the urban energy play. Let's start with South End. Here, you'll find $714,000 on average 3-bedroom condo. That's not a luxury penthouse, but thousands of young professionals keep moving to the area. This is where historical industrial roots meet modern urban living. Converted warehouses and new high-rise developments and a brewery scene that's exploding. The neighborhood sits right along the Lenox Blue Line, giving you direct rail access to uptown. The rail trail is also the walkable spine through the whole area. Now, the housing here skews heavily towards condos, townhomes, and new apartment buildings. This isn't the place if you need a yard and 4 bedrooms. And when we get to Myers Park in a few minutes, you'll see exactly what a similar price buys you in a completely different Charlotte lifestyle. The contrast is wild, and stick around. Back to South End. What you're getting instead of convenience, low maintenance, and proximity to everything. Restaurants, bars, art galleries, and that young professional energy. South End is ideal for young professionals, especially those working in banking or financing, since you're right next to Uptown's financial district. It's perfect if you value walkability over square footage. If you want to grab dinner and drinks without getting into your car, if you're drawn to that trendy, energetic vibe. But here's who should probably look elsewhere. If you're raising a family and need space for kids, South End's going to feel cramped and expensive for what you get. If you prefer quiet evenings and a slower pace, the constant activity here might wear on you. And if you're on a tight budget, South End's premium prices for limited square footage make it tough to justify. The neighborhood draws a young crowd, and that's reflected in everything from nightlife to the general atmosphere. Now, that same urban access via light rail continues north, but the character shifts completely. First, if we haven't met yet, I'm Mark Weinberg, and I'm to help people just like you find the right neighborhood fit here in the Charlotte region. If you're trying to figure out which Charlotte lifestyle actually matches yours, my contact is in the description below. I'd love to walk you through what's available right now in the neighborhoods that make sense to you. Reach out today. All right, let's keep going. NODA, Charlotte's art district. So while South End pulls the office working crowd, NODA draws the artists, the musicians, and folks who want something more alternative. This is Charlotte's arts and entertainment district. You see street murals everywhere, independent galleries, live music venues, pretty much every night, and quirky local shops. They give the area some serious character. The vibe here is more bohemian than South End. Like South End, it's accessibility via the Lenox Blue Line, but it sits a bit further out, maybe 10 minutes from uptown by car during non-rush hours. Housing in NODA has seriously been multiple varieties. Mill homes with character alongside some new townhomes and apartments. The mix of old and new construction means you've got options across different price points, but the median stands around $468,000 at the moment. And if you want historical character but need more family-friendly amenities and green space, Dilworth's got something special we'll cover in a few minutes. A completely different vibe from this. Stay with me. Now, generally in NODA, you're looking at more affordability than South End while maintaining that urban connection. NODA is perfect for creative and young singles who want neighborhood characteristics without the corporate polish of South End. It's great for the local art scene, live music, and community that genuinely celebrates individuality. The hipster energy with coffee shops and people who care more about authenticity than status. Now, if you're looking for a larger home with multiple bedrooms and outdoor space, this isn't your spot. Also, if you prefer a quieter, more traditional neighborhood, NODA late night music scene might not be your thing. And if you want brand new, modern everything, the older housing stock here won't appeal to you either. Let's be honest, if you want everything pristine and predictable, NODA's going to feel too edgy, too unconventional for your taste. But the artistic characteristic carries over just east slightly into a different flavor. Plaza Midwood, Eclectic, Arctic, and Eclectic Quirky. The neighborhood sits just east of Uptown, located about 1 mile away. It's built on a reputation of local shops, diverse restaurants, strong neighborhood identity that longtime residents genuinely cherish. The median sales price here is around $861,000. Premium buyers are paying the balance between character and convenience. The housing here mirrors what you'd find in Noda, a mix of everything from historic homes dating to the early 1900s to newer construction. What you're paying for is the balance between character and convenience. You get the quirky, the artistic vibe without being too far removed from central Charlotte. The neighborhood works for people who want community, connection, and local identity. If you love having independent business around and living in a place with genuine personality, Plaza Midwood delivers this. Similar to Noda, you're getting that hipster, younger area feel, but Plaza Midwood isn't for everyone. Like Noda and South End, you're not finding large family homes with big yards here. If you're looking for larger living spaces, this isn't the neighborhood for you. If you prefer modern, suburban style living with HOA amenities and pristine landscaping, you want to look elsewhere. The whole area skews younger, so if you want more established, family-oriented vibe, keep looking. All right, now let's shift from urban energy to something a little more historic and established roots. Dilworth, the historic family haven established in 1891 as Charlotte's first streetcar suburb. Dilworth is all about tree-lined streets, historic bungalows, and Victorian homes, and that established close-knit community feel. The neighborhood sits right beside Uptown, approximately 2 miles away with 5 to 10 minute drive. But it feels worlds apart in terms of pace and character. The median sale price in Dilworth is around $795,000, but you're paying for location, history, and charm. The housing stock features Victorian homes, craftsman bungalows, and some renovated properties, all surrounded by mature trees that create this canopy effect throughout the neighborhood. Plus, you've got Ladder Park and Freedom Park right in the neighborhood. The Little Sugar Creek Greenway runs through the area, also giving residents excellent outdoor access for running, cycling, or just taking good old strolls. The park's a huge part of the Dilworth, so family-friendly. Dilworth is ideal for families who want that historic charm without sacrificing convenience. Quiet streets, strong sense of community, and you're still incredibly close to everything Uptown offers. The neighborhood attracts people who value established character over new construction. But here's the reality. If you're a young professional looking for nightlife and the urban energy, Dilworth is going to feel too quiet, too family-oriented lifestyle. If you're looking for the younger vibe with the trendy bars and that the energetic scene, this isn't it. The properties here skew tradition to historic. If you're looking for modern, open concepts, smart home, everything, you have a hard time finding it here. But let's move on, because that established neighborhood prestige we're seeing in Dilworth takes another step. Up just down the road, Myers Park. The pristine address here, this is the rare opportunity for buyers happening right now in Charlotte's most exclusive neighborhood. The median prices here in Myers Park is around $1.3 million, up 18% over the last year. Charlotte's most prestigious addresses. Mansion-lined streets, over 100-year-old oak trees creating incredible canopies and architecture that showcases colonial revival and Tudor revival styles from the early 1900s. The neighborhood was designed from the start to be elite. It maintained that status over a century. This is where old money lives in Charlotte, the most recognizable, old established, wealthiest neighborhood in the city. Myers Park is home to Queen's University of the Charlotte and the historical Duke Mansion, which was built back in 1915. This neighborhood is similar to Dilworth in that well-established, elegant character. But Myers Park takes it to another level. The lots are larger, the homes are more grand, and the price tag reflects that premium positioning. Oh, and wait until you see the price difference with Cotswold. We're breaking down a little bit later. There you can get same established feel for literally half the price tag. I'll get to that in just a bit. Now back to Myers Park, which is perfect for families that upscale traditional neighborhood feel with character and history. The neighborhood is only 10 minutes from Uptown, so you maintain convenience while living in what feels like completely different world. If you're a young professional or someone who values trendy, modern energy over traditional elegance, Myers Park will feel too formal, too established for your taste. And if you want new construction with the latest of everything, Myers Park historic homes won't satisfy that desire. But what if you want modern amenities and top schools without that historic premium? That's where we need to head a little bit south. Ballantyne, the modern suburban sanctuary picture leaving work at 5 p.m. uptown and still making your kid's 6 p.m. soccer game is going to be Ballantyne. Most days that's not happening, 25 to 30 minute commute, 40 to 45 minutes during rush hour, and it's a trade-off if you need to understand before you buy this far south. Ballantyne is a massive master planned community in South Charlotte. It's often described as a city within a city. This modern suburban lifestyle at its finest, extensive amenities, new construction, and that family-oriented atmosphere that draws people from all over the country. Median sales price in Ballantyne varies significantly from some areas to there. You got the west, $520,000, to east to $750,000. The Ballantyne Country Club can go up to $1.5 million and even a bit higher. But the investment in this space, you get the top-rated schools, including Audrey Kell High School, which has been ranked 12 in the entire state, and amenities that rival resort communities. There are large master plan communities with parks and greenways, the Ballantyne Amphitheater for the concerts and shopping that includes both big-name retailers and local boutiques. The whole area is designed around family activities and community events. Ballantyne has everything: golf courses, restaurants, shopping, and entertainment, all contained within the community itself. Ballantyne is ideal for families who want the suburban lifestyle with everything included. If you're relocating for another state and want a familiar suburban pattern with southern charm, Ballantyne delivers that comfort. It's perfect for people who prioritize school, space, and a family-centered lifestyle over the urban energy and walkability. But if you work uptown or in North Charlotte, that commute becomes a daily reality. You need to accept that. And if you prefer urban living, walkability in the neighborhoods, and spontaneous nightlife, Ballantyne's suburban character will feel too isolated, too removed from the energy that you're seeking. This is completely car-dependent living. You're driving basically to everything. Now, if you're a well-established charm but without paying the Myers Park price, most people overlook this next option: Cotswold. The quiet transition Cotswold sits about 10 to 15 minutes from uptown and represents what I call quiet luxury. It's a transitional neighborhood seeing significant new investment while maintaining its established family-friendly character. The median sales price for home sales is around $619,000, making it more accessible than Myers Park or Dilworth. For that price, you're getting mature trees, larger lots, and that well-established neighborhood feel. The area is centered around Cotswold Village Shopping Center, which has everything from groceries to yoga to even pancakes. But there are major developments that are bringing new energy to the neighborhood. For example, the Colic, a 234-unit luxury apartment building, is opening in late 2026. Additions like that are enhancing amenities while the neighborhood maintains its quiet residential core. But in general, this is an older, well-established neighborhood with mature trees that create that peaceful, settled atmosphere. You're looking at homes primarily from the 1950s and 60s, not brand new construction, but solid, established properties with character and space. Cotswold is perfect for people who want to stay fairly close to the city center without paying premium historic neighborhood prices. It's ideal for your seeking that balance between urban convenience and suburban calm. The neighborhood draws families who want space and quiet without completely removing themselves from Charlotte's urban core. But Cotswold isn't for everyone. If you're a young professional seeking nightlife and that urban energy, Cotswold will feel too quiet, too family-oriented. If you're looking for that resort-style amenity package that newer communities like Ballantyne offer, Cotswold's more understated approach might feel lacking. Okay, so there's one more historic option worth considering, and it flies under most people's radar: Elizabeth, the hidden historic gem less than 10 minutes from uptown, and you're sitting on a front porch having actual conversations with your neighbors. You know them by name. That combination is surprisingly rare. Elizabeth is one of Charlotte's oldest streetcar suburbs, sharing borders with both Uptown and Plaza Midwood. In my opinion, it's a hidden gem that balances hustle and bustle with relaxed, low-key energy. You're incredibly close to Uptown here, making it one of the most convenient located neighborhoods in the city. The housing just oozes historic charm. Tree-shaded streets, older bungalows, and early 20th century homes with genuine character. You've got the front porch style homes where people actually sit out and chit-chat with their neighbors while having a cup of sweet tea. The neighborhood is also home to Charlotte's first public park, Independence Park, which was opened in 1924. Iconic venues, the Visital Theater, the long-term residents who have created this tight-knit community feel. Elizabeth is perfect if you want that old Charlotte vibe. The median price starting around $785,000. That means you get a historic charm neighborhood identity and convenience without the premium price tag of Myers Park. It's ideal for people who value community connection. who appreciate character over cookie cutter modern construction. The proximity to uptown gives you urban access while the neighborhood maintains its quiet, almost small town atmosphere. Now, if you need a larger family home with multiple bedrooms and big yards, the Elizabeth housing stock will accommodate that. If you require the walkability where you truly don't need a car, remember, even in the close uptown, Charlotte is car dependent. And if you want modern, new construction with zero maintenance issues, Elizabeth historic homes require some upkeep, and that care newer property don't. Those are the 8 neighborhoods you need to know before you move to Charlotte. The real win comes from picking the spot that fits how you live every day and that gives you that kind of rhythm that you want to see and feel here. If you're seriously considering Charlotte and want help figuring out which of these neighborhoods actually fits your lifestyle, shoot me an email at mark@carolinaskyre.com to get the straightforward answers to where you can focus your search based on your priorities and your budget. And listen, now that we know which neighborhoods to consider, don't make the mistake that costs buyers thousands once they start actually buying the process. I've linked a video here breaking down 4 biggest mistakes I see Charlotte buyers make. Don't miss it. So don't sell your home until you watch this. I look forward to seeing you around Charlotte. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.